shoulder setup that we did in week 1. So maybe Carl's hiding his feet, so I can push on his shoulders to get him down. Create the space, step into headquarters, hip and lever, so I pin one hip to the mat. Again, we talked about how I want the underhook, and I'm sitting through. Walk his knees back, and we're into the position. It can be difficult on good players. So once I get him down and we're here, maybe Charles already bringing in that knee shield, or maybe he hasn't, I'm still there, but he has the underhook. So we talked about how this arm controls the head. And now from there, I just turn his head, and we ended up there. The problem was, the minute I let go, he's on the side, stretching that underhook out. Yep. So that detail of, just turn onto your side, bro, perfect, of actually gripping there. Stretch it out now. Okay, so let's look at how to get the same choke from side control. So again, nothing's really changed. I want connection with the crossface. So I'm going to walk, make the grip. If my shoulder is here, I'm going to recede my weight back and get the bite here. Even from there, if you've got the bite, you can actually tap people out from just a crossface pressure. Okay. A lot of the time though, Carl will have this. This is why I'm not a big fan of this across the throat. Two things he can do from here. He can bridge into me and put me back in the guard, or he can bridge into me to reverse it. Okay. We're going to use that bridge to set up the head and arm. So even though Carl has a frame, I don't really have the underhook because the arm's not on my shoulder. But when it's in here, I can grab it. It seems like an underhook, but it's not really. I've just got the crook of my arm around his arm, and then I make that grip, and I'm still putting cross-face pressure on him. And then I'm going to maybe release that a little bit, and as Carl tries to bridge into me, I'm just going to turn it across, as if I'm trying to hook him in the head. So I'm here. He's never going to do this if I'm constantly driving the shoulder into it now, bro. So I'm going to release that pressure, baiting him into, he'll either want to hip escape and put me in the guard or bridge me off, and as he does, I just do that. Alright? And then I bring my head down. Now immediately, Carl will want to bring this back round again. So the minute I get to there, put your head on the mat, okay? And now, this hand comes in, and it's just about receding my weight back. Okay, again, look at that one more time. So, once I'm here, the minute he stretches, it's just that. Okay, as I bring my head to the mat, my left knee steps in, and I bring my shin across his body, and now we're moving back into the mount position. The difference is this time I already have got the arm across. Now again, the Kata Gatame is all about keeping Charles' two shoulders on the mat. Anytime he turns onto the side, the connection isn't there, and you'd have to switch to something else, but we're going to address that in future classes. So think about this. Anytime we're here, I've got the grip, okay? Two things I'm thinking about. One, head's down, okay? Never comes off the mat. Anytime Carl starts to try and turn onto the shoulder, I'm sagging. See the way I'm just like a wet blanket. I'm putting all my weight into that shoulder. Nothing's really changed from here, okay? All I have is connection, and now I'm just do that again. So, get us back on the mat. Hip and lever. Maybe Carl's already won that underhook, so that hand comes across the jawline. You get hand to hand, and I just open my elbow out and find that. Stabilize the position. Carl's made the next move. He's brought this frame in. So I'm just going to fill that space here, and now this is going to go deeper. Take your time with the crossface. You know, I want everything in position by the time I've mounted. So if you have a crossface and there's no connection with your bicep at his jugular, you're never going to get the head and arm. So already I have that, and then I'll walk that through a little bit more, and then I make that grip. If my shoulder's too high, I'll bring my weight back. And now, just being heavy, and I'm waiting to see what Carl does, and if he does that response, move it across, head comes down, and I'm already in the mount. And I'm already here. You can get into the head and arm. I would have done this at a time as well. And you would have bailed and started to come around the corner this way. There's nothing wrong with that, but there's more escapes he can do from when you bail off mount. When you're finishing from the mount, the only escape he has is getting his arm back around your head and then looking for the bridge, if that makes sense. So if we can develop this skill of actually finishing the head and arm from mount, that's a good skill to have, yeah? So again. So get us back on the mat, move into headquarters, hip and lever. Again, I'm finding that, just use that elbow to bring him down and then make that grip. Once he's framing, hand comes in and then that goes deep. As he starts pushing that across, head comes down. As I'm moving into mount, so everything's connected, so it's quicker than the last one, because on the last one you had to get the arm already there. So you're choking in transition, yeah? Just relax.